Hi there. Welcome to Force Unleashed Jedi Temple DLC. I'm Brian, the cake-loving artist, and this is
Hatok.
My dear friend Hatok, yes. And yeah, so, Hatok, do you care to explain what this DLC is all about?
Well, I was lucky enough to find Star Wars The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition, which comes with all of the very overpriced DLC that this game has to offer.
I see you have a very strong opinion on this DLC.
Well, it's $10 per thing, and it's only like half an hour long. But yes, according to this game, though, it's a completely separate thing from The Force Unleashed. It's not, in fact, DLC, like an extra level. No, it's a separate game. So that's how we're treating this.
Nice.
So this first DLC we're doing is the Jedi Temple. It's unique to the other ones in that it's actually canon to the rest of the story. I don't know where it takes place exactly. It's actually included in the Wii version.
I remember playing that. I was super confused when I first watched the other playthrough of the game. I was like, wait, where's the Jedi Temple stuff? But
yeah, it was DLC, that's what.
Why are there stormtroopers on the roof? Just starting this off and just totally...
Well, they gotta guard the Jedi Temple or something to that effect.
Yeah. Hey, TK421, go stand on the roof. What? Why? Because you lost that bet. Oh.
A lot of people lost bets, actually, as it turns out. But yeah, this takes place somewhere in the middle because you do have some power-ups, but not all of your Force powers yet. So it's at some point when Starkiller realizes he's a Jedi, but is not quite ready to go to the Death Star.
I love that, realizing you're a Jedi. The whole time, I was a Jedi.
Yeah. Turns out this whole time, you're actually a Jedi. You look in a mirror, and you realize it. But yeah, so you can still level up, you can still gain, like, points to spend your abilities and such, but there aren't as many available in this. There are actually still holocrons to collect as well. And there's other few little unique things to this. It's a very tightly wound package, but it's also very, very short. And yeah, you can see we're fighting the tougher enemies from the later parts of the game, like the...
Yeah, that big giant...
Yeah, the giant...
Mecha Trooper.
The tougher types of stormtroopers, the invisible ones, for example.
Yeah.
But all the same stuff from there before. Actually, I just realized you have a different costume on, too. Because that's the other thing. That, in addition to the level DLC, there's also a bunch of costumes that you get along with it that are nice, I guess, but they're all free in the Wii version. Again, free in the Wii version, everything. But you lose the proxy subplot, so is it worth it?
I don't know. Toss off the edge there, yeah.
But yeah, I believe the purpose of this DLC is Starkiller wants to find out if he's worthy of being a Jedi.
Now, however, do you use the Force to unlock the doors? Does it use these lightsabers that are across the entrance for some reason?
I doubt it. And yeah, I just realized, in terms of timeline, this also takes place at some point when Coda is still around. So it's at some point when you find Coda, but also not after Coda is taken by the Emperor.
So after Empirical, before Corellia.
Yeah. Maybe in between the what's it called? The Imperial Raxus Prime and getting to actual Corellia.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, something else about this, the implications, the fact that they had Coda doing voice work here, it kind of implies that they might have had this already done and they cut it out to make it into DLC, which is kind of a
dick move.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're searching out a holocron? Isn't that what we've been doing for like the past?
This is a special holocron. It doesn't give you any special ability whatsoever. That's what makes it useful.
I see. One of those. Oh, it's a Jedi Order crest. Is that the holocron? Are they quite literally in the shape of like...
Yeah, we'll get there soon. But first we have to do a bunch of semi-puzzle type things. Why is there a Sith holocron in the Jedi Temple?
Well, it's been taken over by the Sith. They obviously put their holocrons everywhere.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like unlimited energy? Zap, zap,
unlimited
zap.
power!
Zap, zap, zap.
I just like to imagine that now that they've taken over the Jedi Temple, they use the temple as like a storage area. Like a little library or something.
Well, there's the Jedi holocron. That was easy.
Darth Sidious' real intent this whole time when he was... what's it called? When he was trying to take over the Jedi Order and stuff, he just needed a place to store all his junk.
Yeah. Sith, I imagine, accumulate a lot of junk.
Well, yeah, there's only one of them, so they have all of the other Sith stuff, I'd imagine.
Oh wow, that's one of the first times I've ever seen you use a lightsaber throw.
Well, yeah, gotta mix things up.
Yeah.
It's the DLC. It's the time to bring out all your useless skills.
Mm-hmm. So, well, that's what they're there for.
I blew up that Jedi's face. I'm so sorry.
Guess you're not cut out to be a Jedi then.
Well, you know what they say. What's wrong with your face?
Well, there's not much left of her face, so quite a lot actually.
Yeah. It's numerous. Oops. That wasn't what I intended to do, but it worked.
Nice.
Throwing jet troopers will never get old.
Yeah. It's made to be thrown. So I have to destroy all these statues to unlock the giant face?
No, there's other puzzle elements, but I'm just destroying statues because this game has taught me that destroying things is good, because there might be hidden stuff in there.
Isn't that true for most games?
More so in this game because it's one of those games that really likes to show off that it has a physics engine, so you can destroy lots of stuff. Yeah, as you saw when I picked up that holocron, by the way, there are actual little, they're like talent spheres and stuff in them too, so that's nice. You can upgrade your character a bit more if you feel like it.
Yeah.
You don't really need it, honestly, but I guess on higher difficulties.
Yeah, so I see you pick Apprentice again.
Yeah. Again, it's just like the other ones. There's no point, really.
So many jet troopers. Come
on. Yeah, that's the other thing about the DLC is they just tend to throw a lot of enemies at you and nothing much else. Because, the amount of voice work in this game is, I guess, yeah, this is a separate game, right? So there's a lot of space in between each line of dialogue that was recorded for this. Kind of cheap, I gotta say. And then they have the gall to charge $10 for it. It's really just not a very good value. I would only have this DLC. I'm actually really glad I found the Sith edition because I was intending to do this DLC for this LP from the start. So I would have wasted $30 on an hour and a half of gameplay total.
Yeah.
But as it stands, I think it's still worth experiencing, I suppose.
It's a good idea. Jedi Temple.
It does give some pretty cool locales, at least. Like the Jedi Temple has a lot of little details and stuff added to it.
Definitely.
I imagine that's where most of the price came from, recreating all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame because I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah.
That's really that's the curse of working graphics and that kind of thing, though, for a game or a movie or anything like that. You put all this work in these little details and stuff, and no one notices. But yeah, so I'm trying to show off some other stuff I didn't show off in the main playthrough. I just showed off the thunder shield type thing you can do that drains most of your power and increases your lightsaber damage as well as I think protects you a bit.
Thunder shield.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, pretty much. I never really use it because it's something that useful, and it freezes your force gauge, so you can't recharge until the shield goes away. So I don't really like it, because this is the Force Unleashed after all, so you want to unleash the Force.
Yeah. Not drain at all.
Or at least limit your ability to use it.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course you can move the giant ball.
Yeah, there's an achievement for it after all. You gotta crush as many people with it as possible. It's a very Jedi-like
There's one of those stormtroopers wearing an Indiana Jones hat now. I'm gonna run away from
somewhere,
it.
Yeah, one of them. They have one randomly voiced by Harrison Ford. That's why it cost $10 for this DLC.
Yeah, to try getting Harrison
somehow.
Ford.
But yeah, the giant ball is a very effective way of taking out enemies, and it's just kind of fun. So do
Imagine,
it.
You're just tossing it around. Seriously,
yeah, it's weird. Of all the things, so many times you seem underpowered when you use the force throw and that sort of thing. But with this giant thing, for some reason you can just toss it anywhere easily.
As Yoda says, size matters not.
And then why does it matter so many other times in this game?
Because the bigger something is, the easier it is to move. Obviously.
Ah, yes, that law of math. I forgot about that one. Yes, I'm just trying to get enough kills in to get the achievement now at this point. But bowling is still kind of fun, gotta say. Yay, as the world turns.
Not something Indiana Jones related? I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's kind of a missed opportunity.
Again, we see the Force push, how weak it is.
Yeah, I can't even push this.
Yeah.
But then the force grab, whatever.
It
Force
just
grip.
tosses it across the room.
Yeah.
Little laser flechettes.
Yeah. We never really did figure that part out either.
Yeah.
See how many enemies though? That, like, it's crazy. The second half of this is going to be a bit more interesting, I think, because there's more unique stuff to it. But they throw a ton of enemies at you. I think, because I guess if they didn't, then this probably wouldn't even be half an hour. It'd be like 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is pretty much all we've been doing so far. It's just gone through 2 rooms fighting a bunch of enemies.
Yeah. I wonder actually though, because like, Force Unleashed is not a very long game, so I wonder if comparatively it's actually like a decent price. Half an hour of gameplay is a decent percentage of how much gameplay you already get, and the game did cost $60 at launch. So I guess if you think about it, it wouldn't really be that crazy to pay $10 for another half hour if it's only like a 2.5 hour long game.
Yeah.
But it's still not worth it. Especially now, because the game isn't $60, and the DLC hasn't gone down in price.
Oh, well. Oh, you broke that lovely artwork.
Yeah, it was in my way. Well, it wasn't in my way, but it could have been, so.
Oh, you found the hologram.
Yay, we can leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what makes all the other holocrons so useless compared to that one specific one?
If it's the same shape as the others, no way, it's that crest one was up. Yeah.
No, that wasn't. That was just like a door.
Oh. Not destroying priceless statues.
It's the Jedi way.
I suppose it is. And now you just leave.
Yep.
Mission accomplished.
I mean, when something's in your way, typically when you're a Jedi, you just destroy it, and then you go on your way. That's how it works.
Obviously, yeah. That's the entire thing Yoda tried to teach us. And oh, the enemies are back, I guess.
It's just like Episode 4. Well, now there's tougher enemies. Those big black things, I forget what they're called. Dark Troopers?
Yeah.
Are they called Dark Troopers? Or is that something else? I forget.
They should be called Dark Troopers, but I don't think the game likes to call them that.
Well, I know there are Dark Troopers in this, but I can't remember if they're like regular Stormtrooper with black armor, or if they're actually those are called Dark Troopers.
No, Dark Troopers are the big robot guys.
Oh, okay. So yeah, those must be the Dark Troopers I'm thinking of then.
Yeah, it's the Shadow Troopers who are the black Stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love those. It's like, that's like Nintendo naming right there. It's like, oh yes, Super Stormtrooper 3D World, Super Stormtrooper 3D Land, Super Stormtrooper World, Super Stormtrooper Land.
Super Stormtrooper Wii.
Super Stormtrooper Wii U.
Oh, Nintendo. Stormtrooper Entertainment System.
Super Stormtrooper Entertainment System. I guess really, if you think about it, the Imperials are basically just retro Nintendo in that regard. They started off with the Star Destroyer, and then they had to have the Super Star Destroyer.
I'm surprised there's an Ultra Star Destroyer. Yeah, actually they...
Whoa, what's wrong with my lightsaber?
Whoa. It's a glow rod. The Confederacy of Independent Systems, the guys who have the battle droids, they actually have a normal battle droid, then they've got the super battle droid, and they actually have an ultra battle droid, so they're worse than the Empire.
Oh yeah. They also have destroyer droids.
Yeah.
That in itself is a whole other thing.
I'm not really sure whether they call them destroyer droids or droidicas.
Yeah, neither of those names make much sense.
Mm-hmm. Are no doors in the Jedi Temple accessible for anyone without the Force? It's just like there's no automatic door opening mechanism.
They're actually incredibly racist.
If you're not a Jedi, you're not allowed in a temple.
You need the Force to open our lightsaber doors, and you need, like, the Force to open all of our doors. You need a lightsaber to cut through these other things.
Oh, come on. You just face down like an entire battalion of Imperial troopers. A few training droids aren't going to be that difficult.
These are pretty intense training droids. They look like Proxy.
Yeah. I thought they were just going to be those little remote things.
That's old school.
Unlimited power!
No, actually, they do have those training droid things as an enemy type. I'm not sure if it's actually in this game or the second game now I think about it. I could have sworn it was here, but I don't see them. So, yeah. Look at all of them. Yeah, these are actually like mini Jedi, by the way. They have like force powers, they can absorb force powers, they have lightsabers so they can block your lightsaber things.
What's that dance you're doing?
What dancer?
You were dancing around.
Oh, well, gotta do something while you're just sitting there holding down triangle using force lightning.
That's true. Keep things interesting.
So yeah, the goal of this is just to destroy the things that keep depositing more and more droids. And there's actually an achievement for doing it under a certain time limit, but I didn't actually realize when I was recording this. So, whoops.
So no achievement for you.
Nope.
All these yells.
Well, he had, like I said in the actual playthrough, he sounds like he's in intense pain.
Mm-hmm.
This voice actor did a really good job, I gotta say. Yeah, stupid interrupting things. And there's not really any way to deal with that, unfortunately, because the melee in this game, like we've talked about before, it will just knock you out of anything.
Yeah, even if you're in the middle of attack or whatever.
But you gotta try and destroy these statues as well as those things I lightninged at the start.
There we go.
It's kind of weird, like those statues don't look like anything you'd normally be able to destroy in the game, honestly. They look like they'd be like background objects.
I guess they're following up on the lesson they taught us that destroying statues is good.
Yeah. It's the Jedi way. And that takes care of that.
So now by destroying everything in this room, training session over. You can leave now.
Yeah, what exactly is the reason here? It's like, oh yeah, we better lock up all the doors when there's a training session so no one can get out. Also, we're going to have these machines that can just spawn infinite droids with lightsabers, real lightsabers.
Yeah, because lightsabers are so easy to make.
Well, clearly, haven't you seen the sequel to this game?
Yeah.
We'll get to that eventually,
Everyone's
by the way, guys.
mother has a lightsaber.
2 lightsabers, usually.
Yeah, that's true.
Though, aren't Sith lightsabers easier to make?
It's like, fuck, I'd have it's a sequel. Everybody gets 2 lightsabers.
Well, yeah, because it's 2. Oh, yeah, there's the training droids.
It's good.
But they have buzzsaws
Yeah,
now.
it's got, like, blades on it.
Because these are hardcore.
Just attach duct tape knives to your little training droid. So hardcore.
Yeah. Hardcore Jedi training.
With knives and guns and shit and all that, yeah.
I'm actually pretty sure those are reskinned versions of the interrogation droids you fight at another point in the main game.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Because making a new enemy just for this, that'd be just too crazy.
Yeah.
Gotta reuse proxy and...
More unlimited energy. Time to destroy more statues.
Yay! But yeah, we have actually taken care of all of the puzzle kind of stuff and also most of the combat. So we're just going to proceed past this gate now. Or not gate, bridge, I should say.
There's the holocron. We found it. Yeah, no.
It wasn't the right. If only that was the right one.
Yeah. Oh, there's a
is that
gate,
one?
finally.
Is that the holocron?
Oh, so the entire thing we did was just to bend a bit of metal up so we can cross this gap?
Yep.
Oh, well.
And now we're going to head into this Jedi crest and we'll see what happens next time. See you then.
Bye-bye.